Welcome back to our Examining the Rules of Sequencing series. I'm Lizzie Lassiter. Teaching us today is Judith Hanson Lassiter. Hi, Mama.
Hi, Lizzie. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Video number 5. Last video in the sequence, we're talking about pregnancy and menstruation and inversions. Before we dive in, I want to share this website with everyone, lassiter.yoga, Lasater.yoga. This is the place to sign up if you're not already subscribed to our free newsletter, which is called the New Moon Mail. Goes out once a month and includes a link to an exclusive, you can't find it anywhere else, free full-length recorded yoga class for you. Also the place where you are going to learn about our sequencing course. So, Mama, what do you think? Let me read our 2 statements here. Number 1, when you're on your period or pregnant, it's fine to practice inversions. Or, counter argument, women should not invert during menstruation and pregnancy. Where do you come down on this conversation?
100% on the second one. So let me state my case. Inversions are powerful poses, and I am uncomfortable teaching a class and having pregnant women invert. Could interfere with implantation. Could it interfere with a cord around? We don't know. There's no studies that show us, because they would be, immoral to do, to experiment with babies and pregnant women. So I don't experiment with them. And I know some women say, oh, I feel better when I do that. It's one thing if you make that choice yourself. But as a teacher, I always want to make the conservative choice because those are my values. So I don't recommend pregnant women invert. The other thing about it is getting up there in an inversion requires abdominal strength. And when you're pregnant, your abdominals are so stretched, they can't really help stabilize you. And there's the weight gain, possibly affecting the neck. So no, I have them do other poses, sweet ones. And menstruation, I look at it in part energetically. So traditional wisdom teaches us that there is an energy in the below the diaphragm, apana, that always wants to move toward the feet. And when we invert, when we get upside down, it has a free rein to go up. And so what I have found, many people, women I know who practice, have found that if they do inversions during the period, it sometimes stops and then it floods. It definitely can disrupt the natural flow of the period. And so I think it's also a nice time to just honor the body's rhythm a few days. And I've even heard it suggested that women in menopause who still have variation in hormonal levels spend 3 days practicing as if they're having a period.
My take on it is it's like we either believe these poses are powerful or we don't. And if I believe, which I do, that the poses are powerful and have an effect on my physical and energetic bodies, then when I'm going through something like a monthly cycle or pregnancy, I want that to be reflected in my asana practice. It's like reciprocal. What's going on in me changes what I practice, and what I practice changes what's going on in me.
Well said, Lizzie Lassiter.
Anything to add before we say goodbye?
No.
Thank you so much for being here. Here's the website to sign up for the free newsletter, lassiter.yoga. Sign up for our new moon mail, and you will hear about our sequencing course and receive our free monthly classes. Thank you so much.
Namaste, and thank you so much, Lizzie and everyone.